Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be reading the highest versus the lowest rated book on my March TBR. So I did this video in February and you guys seem to really enjoy it and really like it. So I was asked to do it again. So I'm doing it again for the month of March. So with that being said, I'm going to go over all of the books on my March TBR and go over their ratings, and we'll pick the highest and the lowest to read in this video. Okay, so the first book on my TBR is Sign Here by Claudia Lux, and this book has an average rating of 3.81 stars. Next we have Vampires of El Norte with 3.92 stars. We have Unfortunately Yours by Tessa Bailey with 3.83 stars. 7 Days in June with 4.03 stars. We've got The Dead Romantics with 3.95 stars. We've got The Wall of Winnipeg and Me with 4.21 stars. We've got We Hunt the Flame with 3.90 stars. We've got Before I Let Go with 4.38 stars. We've got Chasing Cassandra with 4.14 star, and then we've also got Wayward, which I don't have, but that one has 4.10 stars. So I feel like this month we have kind of wide range of ratings, with some being like pretty close in the upper 3s and mid 4s. So the book with the lowest rating is Sign Here by Claudia Lux with 3.81 stars, and then we also have our highest book, which is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan with 4.38 stars. So these are the two books that I'm going to be reading in this video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to be starting with Sign Here by Claudia Lux. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and give my first update of this vlog. So I am 117 pages into Sign Here by Claudia Lux, and so far I'm enjoying the story. It's written very much like a literary fiction novel, so I wasn't really expecting that when I started it. I don't really know what I was expecting. I don't think I was expecting it to be a romance, but I thought that there might be some romance in it. I don't know. But so far I am enjoying the story, but it's not like making me want to pick it up. Like, I'm not just like, oh my god, I can't put it down, I'm reading Sign Here, I need to go home so I can like pick this up and read it. Like, it's not doing that for me. Like, it's fine, the story is like good enough, but it's just not like, it hasn't really like sucked me in really. Like, there was a small reveal of like who Peyote might actually kind of be, and so that was like, oh my god, like shocker. But at the same time, like I said, I'm not really like super invested in these characters or like what's happening or what the story is, but the writing is fine, the storyline is fine, it's just all around fine right now. So I don't know, maybe it'll get a little bit better the further I'm in, but I'm 100 pages in and I don't know. But I'm hoping to read a little bit more of this today, and yeah, so with that being said, I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and update that I have just finished Sign Here by Claudia Lux, and the twists were twisty. Like, the reveals at the end, like I was not expecting. I didn't love the very ending, but I don't know, it's just like not my personal favorite type of ending. But so this is like a paranormal fiction is what it was like listed as or marketed as, but I feel like this is kind of like a paranormal mystery thriller, because there was this like murder that happened, but you don't know exactly kind of what happened. But then there's this guy Peyote, and he is like working as like a deal, like in the deals department in hell. So basically he's trying to get humans to sign over their souls, like to go to hell for these like promises or whatever. So basically we're following Peyote, and then we're also following this family who is like a line of descendants of people who have sold their souls basically. And so we're following the family to see like what's going on with them, as well as Peyote and his like deals making situation. And so there had been a murder previously, and so basically you're trying to figure out what happened with that. And this was a lot more than I expected. I don't really know what I want to rate this. I'm like kind of in between like a 3 and a 4 star, just because I feel like the first half of this book did not really grip me all that much. Like I would say probably until about like 150, 200 is when it started really kind of starting to like pick up, and I was really starting to get into it. And especially like the last like 50 to like 75 pages were just so like gripping, but I feel like it just took a minute to get into. I feel like this book should be a little bit more popular than it is, because it honestly was like pretty good. Like I said, I think I'm in between like a 3 and a 4 star rating for this book, but I definitely think that I would recommend it if you're looking for like a mystery thriller, literary fiction type paranormal book. Then I feel like this would be really good for you. I think I would probably read more by this author if and when they decide to put something else out, but I really enjoyed it. I feel like marketing is probably the reason that it was the lowest rated on my Goodreads TBR, but even then I don't think the rating is like that low. So yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this. And yeah, I keep thinking about it now that I'm like done with it. I'm just like, the concept was so like different and interesting that it just like has me thinking about it. So I think I might end up actually giving it 4 stars, like now that I think about it. But obviously I'll let you guys know what I decide to end up giving it like at the end of this video, after I will have had a few days to kind of like sit on my rating. But yeah, so with that being said, now that I have officially finished Sign Here, I will be moving on to the next book that I'm going to be reading in this video, and that is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This is the highest rated book on my Goodreads TBR, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, about Kennedy Ryan. This will be the first book that I've read by Kennedy Ryan, so I'm super interested to see if I'm going to like it. But yeah, with that being said, I am going to start this book, not now because I have homework to do, but I will be starting this book in the next like day or two. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys again later. Hello, so I wanted to come on here and give an update. So this is the first update that I've given since I've started Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, and I'm currently on page 239, which is the start of chapter 27. So at this point I'm like over halfway through this book, but so far I'm absolutely loving this book. I feel like it's more than likely going to be a 5-star read. I just am liking it so much. Like I am definitely starting to understand the hype around this book because it's just so good. But so far I'm really enjoying the writing. I'm enjoying the story itself. I'm usually not the biggest fan of second chance romances, but this one is just really doing it for me. The writing in this book is just so beautiful, and I've already been like annotating, and I have so many like tabs in this book, and a lot of the times I generally do not really annotate romances like I do sometimes, but this one was just one that I knew was going to be good, especially considering like I literally have a tab like on the very first page of like not even chapter 1. So I'm loving this. If you have not read this book, then I am definitely going to recommend it at this point, but I'm definitely interested to see how it's going to end. This book definitely has trigger warnings for like loss and grief and things like that, so if you are sensitive to those topics, make sure that you check these trigger warnings before you go into this book. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this. I'm probably going to end up actually finishing this tomorrow because I have like a little bit over 100 pages. It's like around 150-ish pages left in this book. So I don't think I'm going to pick it up tonight just because I do have some homework that I'm wanting to get done. But I might, if I actually get the homework done that I'm wanting to get done, I might end up picking this up. But yeah, so that's going to be all for my update for now. And I will update you guys again a little bit later. I just finished Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, and I think that I'm gonna end up giving this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. It was so like hard hitting and very just like emotional, but I also feel like the reason that I'm not giving it 5 stars is because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there was a resolution, but like not really, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I still really enjoyed this book, and I feel like I would definitely recommend it. I definitely understand why it is the highest rated book on my Goodreads TBR, why it is rated so highly, because the writing was really good, the story was really good, and honestly I just really enjoyed my time reading this. Definitely, if you are thinking about reading this book, definitely check for trigger warnings and things like that, because this book definitely talks a lot about loss and grief and depression and suicidal ideation and like divorces and things like that. So I would definitely check the trigger warnings if any of those things might affect you. But yeah, really enjoyed this, and I am definitely going to be reading the next book in the series because it is like a series of standalones, and I definitely will be reading more from Kennedy Ryan in the future. So yeah, with that being said, that is the last book that I needed to read for this video. So that was the lowest and the highest rated book on my March TBR. And yeah, so honestly I feel like both books ended up with really good ratings. We ended up with a 4-star for Sign Here and then a 4.5 star for Before I Let Go. So if you have read either of these books, let me know down in the comments, or if you are planning on picking them up now that you have watched this video, let me know down in the comments as well. So yeah, that is going to be all for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social medias linked in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.